So, internal control, what is that? Sounds like something from psychology, right? Maybe it's how I keep my emotions, or fight with my nerves, or it's security system, or that's my boss who controls me all the time management, or test after studies. Forget about that. Look at these two words, internal, control. Internal in here means it's happening inside of something, and of course this is corporate governance, so inside of the company. And control means management. Not of just people or time, of processes or resources, it's management of risks. Coming to the formal definition, internal control is a financially effective method, procedure, equipment and other elements which are used by a company for risk management in order to achieve its objectives. Please pay attention to three key elements: financially effective, connected to risk and part of management process. Well, to make it more clear, let's look at some real situation and real example. For the better understanding, I offer you to take this video shooting process. How do you think, how many risks may we face when we do this video? To be honest, plenty of them, especially technical. Just imagine when the teacher is delivering you information, giving you some formulas, clever definitions, some illustrations, and the audio system suddenly shut down. Or another example, one of our technical staff didn't make all the necessary technical checks before we started, and we have some problems with slide when I'm delivering you this topic. And as you understand, we need to reshoot this scene. And the worst case, if someone or something is just interrupting your scene because your colleague didn't close the door and didn't put the do not disturb sign properly. Is it a problem for us? Yes. Can we do something to control this risk? Yes, of course. Let's turn the camera. You see that our technical staff supports the process of shooting and checks all equipment. Assistant controls the time and has everything to maintain positive attitude of the team. And they even have the screen, this presentation for the teacher not to forget words and avoid any stress. So we try to cover with internal controls all the possible risks in place. Coming back to my site, let's find other examples of internal controls from some other situations. Computer and password. If you don't want anybody to use your computer, just set a password to that. Or passport and visa. If the country doesn't want anybody to come to the country without any preliminary check, it set the visa application process and the list of documents to be provided for the further check. Or the last one, if you're afraid to be late on exam or test or the date or this video shooting, just set up the alarm clock or 2 or 3 or even 5 as I did this morning. Now let's talk about the reasons for the companies to set internal controls. And the reasons are the management of business efficiency, as each company is interested to work in the most efficient way and not to lose money or time. The next one is compliance to policies and procedures or to the local legislation, for example. Next one is asset safeguard. Again, each company wants to keep its assets safe and in a good condition. To avoid mistakes and fraud, not to lose money. And the last one is financial statements correctness. And you understand that each manager and each company wants to avoid any questions from auditors or tax authorities and just to keep a good reputation on the market. What we've learned today, first of all, the definition of internal control and 3 key words around that. Financially effective method, risk-connected and part of management system. I also showed you examples with this video shooting and from some other areas. And also we talked about different reasons for the companies to have internal controls in their management system.